This video will show you how you can call your friends with a safe encrypted connection using an open source program called parole-conference. How to compile parole-conference. Go at this link, http://holdens.altavista.org/parole-conference index.html. As it is described in the article, you need to install these libraries. The most of libraries are available in the most of Linux distributions. The only one that could be a pain for some distro could be libopis, but in the article is described how to compile it just in case you need to do that. I use Kubuntu 13.04, so I need just to do in a terminal sudo apt-get install build essential pkg config lib sound 2 dave libopis dave libacurses 5 dave libacurses 5 dave. After that you can just download parole conference. Looking below in the same page, decompress parole archive and do in the same folder from terminal these operations. Make, if you have installed every package that is required to compile parole-conference, you will be able to run it with /parole-conference and username. As you can see, there is an error. Just look at cat_error.log how to use parole-conference. We need to talk about your audio configuration first. You can use the standard configuration just launching the program in this way. /parole-conference. It will use LSA directly, so if you then want to use a browser and play music with it, you will not be able to do. This is due to LSA architecture. If you want to play music and to talk with your friends, you need to use Pulse. How to use parole-conference with Pulse. If you want to use other audio-video programs at the same time with parole-conference, you need to launch it in this way. /parole-conference and username -d Pulse parole-conference uses LSA for audio capture and playback. You can specify the LSA device to use with -d option. If you get an error with the default device HW00, try +0. Use the option D to select a capture device different from the playback device. It should be possible to use Pulse audio with both options using the device Pulse. Note that internally parole-conference uses the following format: 2 channels, 48,000 Hz sampling rate, S16_ format. So if your sound card does not support this format, you are likely to get an error when LSA is initialized. To choose the initial bitrate of the compressed opus stream, option -B can be used. The default is 16,000 bit S and should give very good quality with a typical bandwidth of 2 8 byte S for each stream. How to use parole-conference with no standard devices. First of all, we need to understand which cards there are on our system, so we will do in a terminal cat proc a sound PCM. As you can see, we have in this case an audio card ALC269 that can capture and play audio streams, the HDMI interface, and finally an USB card that can only capture from microphone. We will use the AL269 for speakers, headphone, and the USB card for microphone. To launch parole-conference, we will use /parole-conference -n username -d Pulse -d +2. I have written 2 because 2 is the number you can see in cat proc a sound PCM before USB audio. Now I can't launch the program because I am already using the microphone from USB card. Anyway, to connect to your friend. I will use an example. I want to connect to Francesco, a computer that has this IP 95.246.173.91. Just run parole-conference. With your audio configuration, I will use this one. /parole-conference -n -d pulse, and no type in the blue terminal /c 95.246.173.91. If you want to encrypt your conversation, you need to type /e1234, where 1234 is your key to encrypt the conversation. If you want disable encryption, just type /e000. You can choose a stronger encryption key. This is only an example for this video, so that's all folks. You can talk.